Hello viewers and welcome to God Seekers official YouTube channel. Join us today as you click on the subscription button to get notified whenever we post our next videos. Make sure to like, comment on all our videos. Thank you.
And they invest until those men are built. Today, what I call ministry is an extension of Apostle Arome Osayi. Everywhere I go, I noise what he carries because he has made me who I am by the grace of God. So I'm preaching to you here today is as good as Apostle Arome Osayi is here. You can never identify me in this kingdom without Apostle Arome Osayi. Any nation my name goes to, they trace me back to Apostle Arome. Many great men, nobody is traced to them. So after a while, when their strength departs from them, everything about them ends. But there are people that have eternal dynasty. The reason is because they have strong men. Why do you think history shifted in Africa? Because Bishop Benson in Dahosa knew how to invest in men. All of them call his name. All of them. If all you do is to take from people, to kill their confidence and to make them become nothing, you are not a kingdom agent. There are certain people that men run to them with confidence. After 3 months, they destroy their confidence and they become useless. Those men, they do more harm to the kingdom than good. I came to Apostle Arome with arrogance. The first day I met him, I said, I'm a seer. He saw my arrogance, but he knew there was something about this boy. Let's help him. He held my hand like this. Say, you have not started. He said, when you enter your first season, I will tell you. And true to his word, he told me. Even when God told me he wants to begin to announce me, he saw me, he said, He said, the apostolic rod is about to rest on you. He went to him again, he came back, he was preaching after 3 days. He said, Mike Orokpo, God told me to tell you, build word of knowledge, build word of knowledge. Build. Every season he will come and announce me to like breaking news. It would have been possible for him to look at me and say, this boy is arrogant. Don't ever promote this boy. Watch arrogant people. Never promote them. They are not fathers. See, there are many elders in the body of Christ, but there are few fathers. Because it takes the heart of a father to raise men. I was told that Duncan Williams literally slapped somebody in Benson in the House of Bible School. They said they must rusticate him. Archbishop came, he said, there is something about this boy. Today, a large percentage of what is happening in Ghana can be traced to him. Great men like Dag Howard Mills are his sons. Because somebody knew how to take advantage of graces and invest in them until they are manifested. When you raise men, your dynasty is immortal. You never grow old. There are men that will never grow old because they have men. They have men. Your lifespan will end with you unless you raise men. But when you raise men sufficiently, even when you are old, they will carry your spirit to the nations of the world. They will carry your voice, the signature in your message, they will carry it to the nations of the world. The reason I preach alignment today is because Apostle Arome Osayi is an apostle of alignment. I carry his voice to the nations of the world. I carry his spirit to different territories where I bear witness to Zion. He knows how to advance the kingdom. Man. Apostle Selman preached a message, they called it the gift of man. The gift of man. Many are so selfish and self-centered, they cannot raise men. Because it takes investment to raise men. Many times, the man of God will call me, come and sleep in my house. I will come to his house and he will wake up around 12 midnight to hold my hands and pray with me. That's a married man. Many times he had meetings and invitation. He will call me and say, Mike, go to this place, go to this place. Investment. Man. Only people who can maximize the gift of man can advance the kingdom. But you can't unless God has worked on you. If not, when those men begin to rise, you will be threatened. People will come and say, hey, Saul killed 1,000, David killed 10,000, and you want to kill David. That's why Saul ended. He didn't know that David would have been an asset. The David that came under him and rose in the ranks. When David began to rise, he wanted to kill David. The Bible said the house of Saul grew weaker and weaker, but the house of David grew stronger and stronger. David would have been an extension of Saul, but he was jealous. He was threatened by the rising of David. So David's dynasty could not be traced to him. Man, when you fight men, you fight the kingdom. There are many people that see us doing what they are doing. They think we are small boys. Why is he doing what they don't see is that there is a wave that is powering what is happening. This is a move of the spirit. This is not about a boy. It's an ancient spirit crying out of his bowels. You think what we share because we have read so much. You have not seen correctly. Most of the things we share is why we stand on the pulpit that they download from heaven. Because God has put his finger. So we are the representative of the move of God. The move of God that was preached, prophesied and prayed, we are the manifestation of that move of God. It's not a wave in the spirit. They are men that God raises from the cocoons, the backside of the desert. What they prayed and fasted and prophesied, this is one of the manifestations. And most of you here, you are the manifestation of the prayers of the fathers. You are the manifestation of the prophecies of the fathers. You are the manifestation of the impartation of the fathers. But only when men can see that you are a tool in the hand of God.
I said earlier that if you want to see the splendor, the glory, the power, the excellencies of God, you don't need to look into the clouds. There are men living on earth today that are a report card of the goodness of God. Our Father in the Lord is a testimony of the fact that God is alive, He is living, and is ever good and benevolent. I came to our Father a very proud and arrogant person, full of myself. I thought the world was missing out, having not seen me. And the first day I met him, I said, "Sir, I am a prophet." And he held my hands and he said, "You are light, you are light." He said, "We have messages. Go and receive them, listen to them." And when I listened to the messages, without anybody telling me, I saw the magnitude of my folly. I realized I had no direction, no discernment, no wisdom, no spiritual strength. And I knew there was so much to learn, because God is more than a gift. God is life. And I knew I needed to enter into the economy of life. And again and again and again, He held me by the hand and He led me through life. I met God's servant when I was going through a difficult time. My mom died. My dad's only brother died. My elder brother died. At a point I felt Christianity could be a lie, because I didn't know God as a person. I knew the things God could do, and by principles I learned some of them, but I didn't know God as a person. And He began to teach me the ways of God. I remember many times learning some of the things He taught me. I ran into roadblocks, and I'll come back to Him. There was a time I traveled for a meeting. I began to challenge territorial spirits, and I almost died. One of them came to me, and for 2 weeks I was struggling with lust. I went to him at night. It was after the service. He said, what did happen? And he carried me to the house, took me to the well. We sat on the well outside at close to 12 midnight. And then he spoke to me, encouraged me, held my hands, prayed, rebuked that influence from my heart, my soul. And then from time to time, he sent me for meetings. The first time he sent me for a meeting, I was like, how do men represent you? Where do you start from? How do you go about it? And he guided me through life. Today, I am obligated to testify, because my messages, my personality, my ideologies and philosophies, my knowledge of God, my work with God is all a testimony of Apostles' leadership, his love, and his work with God. Without Apostle Arome, we have no message. Without Apostle Arome, we have no identity. Without Apostle Arome, we have no direction. And that day will never come when we will be too proud to say to the world that he was the one that made us by the help of God. That day will never come where we'll be too full of ourselves to publicly attest to the fact that We knew nothing before we met him. And everything we know today is because he decided to lavishly release himself to us. And this is why today we also have a little to give to the body of Christ. I don't know how to complete this testimony, because even the angels that work with me, they are eager to say thank you, because you made the work easy for them. you made the work easy for them. And I know you understand this language, so I'm bold to say Rakabonde, Kibara, Hasida, Havaki, Tabara, Rakadida, Sabak, Delianda, Sibandre, Hevakados. That one was me and my angel saying thank you.
Tell your neighbor, the devil made a mistake, because I just became the wrong address. I came to where fire is cooked. Are you ready? Hey! Hey! You thought you had seen something. You have not seen anything. In the apostolic clan, there is one who is a cherub among us. Some of us wait for the movement of the water, but others are the water. Listen, I'm preparing your mind. Some of us, when we minister, we wait for the atmosphere to shift. Others are the atmosphere. Hey! Somebody shout fire! It's a night of power. The gospel is not in words, it's in the demonstration of power. And there are those that are masters in demonstrating power. I know the demons in this land are already afraid, because they knew that something came into town.
I hope you're mightily blessed by this video you just watched. And if you have not given your life to Christ, this is the avenue for you to do so. Do it to like, share, and comment on all our videos. Don't forget to hit the subscription button to get updates from this channel. Grow in grace and in the knowledge of Christ. Stay connected.